Hey guys, so the second final is done and dusted, and we have our finalists for World Cup 2018. It's France versus Croatia. It's the spectacle on Sunday. It's gonna be amazing, man. So let's get straight to the second semi-final. Croatia versus England. It's definitely not coming home for England now, other than a plane with the players. But yeah, jokes apart, it was a good game of football. England started the game well, similar to Belgium versus France, where Belgium started well, but France came back into the game and won the game. This game was similar to that in a way that the first 20 minutes were totally dominated by England. Slowly but surely, Croatia started getting chances in the game. Still, the first half was overall, if you saw the first half, you would say that England should have won the game. But second half, and Croatia got straight back into the game, started bossing the midfield the way they should. Still, it wasn't a total midfield dominance from Croatia, but yeah, they started gaining momentum slowly but surely. And after the goal from Ivan Perisic, what a goal! Let's get to that later. Croatia, after that goal, Croatia were all over England. There was no chance of England coming back after that, because you could see that England barely had any chances after that, barely one or two chances, and that too they were not on target. So yeah, Croatia just rolled over England after that. After the scoreline became 1-1, and yeah, they are the well-deserved finalists. What a achievement for their golden generation. Obviously, they're a small nation. What an achievement for a small nation like theirs to be at the stage they have, and yeah, maybe a chance to win the World Cup and become the greatest generation ever and be talked about for years and years to come. But let's get to that later. In the match, England, yes, they are a bunch of young kids brought together. This is their most of their first World Cup, and this was going to be always going to be a learning experience. But the way that draw fell for them, this semi-final suddenly became a mandatory goal for them because of the opponents in the round of 16 and the quarterfinals. And they did reach the semi-final. Yes, Colombia weren't that easy an opponent, but still they were without James Rodriguez. And yeah, England did reach the semi-final, and this was going to be a tougher match. Still, Croatian players had played two 120-minute games, and so England were supposedly the favorites in this one as well. The way their camp was, the happy atmosphere, the it's coming home theme which was created sort of around the English camp and England basically. And yeah, it looked like this was probably their best chance to reach the World Cup final. And that's how they started the game as well. They started with confidence. They had an early free kick, and what a free kick from Kieran Trippier. Unbelievable, reminiscent of Beckham actually, and it was perfectly placed top corner. Subasic didn't have any chance, so it's saying something, and it was a great goal. England fell ahead, and this is when they should have capitalized. They were dominating the earlier parts of the game, and they had lots of chances, and they were just squandered, man. Especially that Lingard chance. He has scored so many goals from edge of the box. He should have at least hit that one on target. Even the Harry Kane one, when he hit the ball at Subasic and the second one hit the pole. People are saying that was offside, but I don't think so. The linesman raised his flag when the ball went out of play, so it was actually a goal kick flag, and that was a chance for Harry Kane. Other than that chance, Harry Kane was actually hiding in that game. He wasn't that great in that game. He wasn't coming back from an offside position. Twice or thrice the ball was fed to him and he was in an offside position. He wasn't doing much. He was coming in deep sometimes and not being in the places where he could score the goals. And it wasn't a great performance from him. He hasn't been his best in the knockout stages of this competition. And yeah, that created a problem in terms of creating goals for England. Since they weren't creating much goals and they were trying to conserve their 1-0 lead, especially in the second half, when Croatia got all the momentum by their side, England just shut down, and slowly but surely they let Croatia come up the pitch. The defense of Croatia of Lovren and Vida was, I guess, 10 yards up from where they were in the first half, and the likes of Perisic, Mandzukic, Modric, and Brozovic especially were totally bossing that midfield, man. They were like monsters. They were closing down balls. They were getting back possession. They were trying their best to, unsettle England. Like especially that first goal of Perisic, he was behind Kieran Trippier, and he ran as soon as Mandzukic crossed. He ran from behind Kieran Trippier in front of Kyle Walker and with a high boot, but it was a clean strike, so it counts. With a high boot, he scored the goal. That's how much distance he covered just to score. And Perisic was like that throughout. Like he was closing down balls, he was sneaking in on England's midfield to gain back possession, and he did everything. He was unlucky with the shot which hit the inside of the post as well. He has been unlucky like that throughout the knockout stages. Even in the game against Russia, one shot of his to win the game hit the inside of the post, and yeah, that's he has been unlucky that way. But no matter, Mandzukic stepped up. Mandzukic had a great chance in the first half of extra time near the 105th minute, where he was brilliantly, absolutely brilliantly closed down by the goalkeeper Jordan Pickford. But soon after, and he got a knock as well in that stud hit his knee. But soon after, in the second half of extra time, first chance they get, I think England were little casual in their defense at that time because Kyle Walker couldn't get the better of Perisic now the way he should have, and then the ball just fell to Mandzukic, where Stones should have been alert, a bit more alert on Stones, the way he has been he had been throughout the 90 minutes, and he would have been able to shut out that ball for a corner or something. But he wasn't alert. Mandzukic was. He got into space, hit the shot, goal, 2-1 Croatia, and they never looked back. England had a few set pieces, but even Kieran Trippier got injured. Rashford had to take those, and they just didn't look convincing after that. And yeah, experience matters, I guess, in such situations. Croatia has now played three 120-minute games with all the experienced players, and they have managed to, eke out results. They actually know when to settle back. They know when to push ahead, and yeah, small things which matter a lot in such games. And yeah, this is going to be a learning experience for England. It's looking promising, absolutely looking promising. There are jokes like the young players of Tottenham, especially, who choke in the club level, have choked at the international stage as well in the semi-finals. But the important word there is young players, and they have a great opportunity now that they are continuously reaching semi-finals and the later stages in club level as well as in the international stage. The biggest experience of reaching a World Cup semi-final, which England hadn't done for over 20 years, they did it with this young lot. And if they keep on improving, of course they're going to have a great chance at the Euros, with likes of Germany rebuilding as well. Spain might have to rebuild in terms of strategy with Iniesta gone, maybe even David Silva. And yeah, with the big teams rebuilding, even Portugal, France are going to be a dominant force, and England have a great chance to push up at the international level as well. So it's looking like a great future for England. In the near future, they have a game against Belgium on Saturday for the third place, which is going to be an even tougher game. Belgium have been, in my opinion, the best team of the tournament, except for that one game against France, where France managed them really well. But it's going to be a real task to contain this Belgium unit against England, for England. And yeah, let's see how that goes. For now, see you around. Do like, share, subscribe to my channel for more such videos. I'm going to be doing the previews as well as the reviews of third place as well as the final. So yeah, do stick around for that as well. See you around.